Good evening, and welcome to Season 5, Episode 2 of Robin's Piano Bar, where the drinks and the food are virtual, but the piano playing is real. I'm your host, Larry Kosson, streaming live to you on YouTube, Facebook, Twitch TV, LinkedIn, and Bandcamp. Tonight's episode is Don't Give Up. And now, please welcome to her own home, our favorite piano gal, Robin Spielberg.
Good evening and welcome to snowy Pennsylvania. I think we've got snow happening in a lot of the country. Let us know. Let us know if it's snowing where you are and the accumulation total, please. Inquiring minds want to know. Larry, how much snow do we think we have?
Oh, at least 20 inches.
Don't listen, it's making that up. No, really, how much do you think's out there? 4?
I don't know. 4 or 5 inches, something
4 or
like
5
that.
inches. Anyway, it's very powdery and very pretty, not too slippery or icy. So that's kind of nice.
There's much more snow here than in Fort Lauderdale. Let's just put it that way.
Absolutely. So here we are in January, and you know it is pretty with the snow and all of that. But a lot of times people get the that January, February blues thing starts to happen. You know, people become despondent. So I thought it might be fun to do a live stream with this theme: Don't give up. I've felt like giving up on more than one occasion with my dreams, my hopes, my visions, piano bar, all kinds of things that when there have been struggles and obstacles. But yeah, not giving up definitely can pay off. So here are some fun songs about not giving up. And this one is a love song. He's pleading, don't give up on us, baby. Good evening and welcome. If you're just joining us, these are all songs about not giving up, having some hope. And I think people are telling us about the weather because we asked. Let's see, Tacoma, Washington in the 40s, low 30s. Who's got minus 20? Must be Montana, right, Blair?
Yeah, I'm not sure. I may have missed that post.
All right, 7 inches from Fran Courier. 3 more tonight. That's in Ohio. And, third grade ceremony. That sounds great. Snowy Montana. There we go. Lorraine says minus 20 all week. You know, I saw that in the news with the Iowa caucuses that it was so chilly. 4 to 5 inches in Vermont. That's kind of what we have here in Pennsylvania. Lots of snow all across the region. And you folks in California, you tell us how you're doing. It is awfully pretty, though. I wanted to go snowshoeing today. There was way too much work to do. In fact, prior to tonight's live stream, we just had this ridiculous thing happen. We were working on a PSA, which is a public service announcement before we stream. I often have these to do for concerts that are coming up in the future. They want to put something out on their socials. Hear that? That's a cat fight. And that's exactly what kept happening every time I tried to tape. The cats were arguing. I don't know what they're arguing about, but it's getting loud around here.
They want to go play in the snow, and we said no.
I said no.
There'll be no playing in the
Rick
snow.
Young is here on YouTube. Hi to you. Hi, William Burchell. Nice to see you. Karen's here, and she wants to know why she can't get me on Facebook. I don't know. But we stream on 5 platforms for that reason.
She's back on Facebook. She's back.
Oh, she's back.
You know, for those of you having trouble with some of the platforms, you can't ask us for solutions.
It's not us.
We have no idea.
We now know.
We
a
do
lot of
not
times in the past, though, it was us.
Not now.
Not today.
No, not today. And I do want to give Robin, I got to give a quick shout out to Scott Shannon, our trusty and trustworthy neighbor who...
Is he watching?
I told him I would give him a shout out and a thank you because...
well, then we should also give a shout out to Sue because,
yeah,
people were like snow throwing all over our property.
They were clearing...
Not throwing snow at us.
Clearing our walkways.
Yes, clearing.
So we do appreciate it. It's not that I am not able-bodied and able to do it myself. I've done it multiple times over the last few weeks, but... He has a machine.
He's got quite the machine.
Saw me out there shoveling by hand and said, I like to use my machine.
We've got wonderful neighbors.
So I said,
often when people buy like the nice gadgets, they want to use them. Yeah. I think Sue is really enjoying that new gadget she has. So,
Liz, if you want to come
over,
over,
favor by letting her plow our snow.
Liz says that she's jealous that we have so much show. Come on over. You can shovel snow here too.
Yes, you can. Anyone can anytime.
Anyone.
Well, I don't mind the snow part. I don't like de-icing the car. Yeah. All right, next one.
Next, what's next?
Sometimes you might not feel how much people care about you and love you. So here's a song of hope, not give up. This is Bob Dylan's Make You Feel My Love. One of my favorites. I love this tune. In fact, I recorded it. Did you know that? On Love Story, an album called Love Story. It's out on CD as well as vinyl. Make You Feel My Love by Bob Dylan, but also brought back to life as a big hit on the Adele album a few years ago. Linda, I saw your post as I was playing. Yes, I can read and play at the same time. I am very, very sorry for your loss. For anyone out there who is struggling with loss, with grief, with whatever it is, I'm hoping that Piano Bar, these 90 minutes, that I can't cure anything, but I certainly hope that music does for you what it does for me, which is smooth the rough edges of life. You know, we are very aware that tomorrow is not promised. I started going back on my exercise program after being off for a few months due to a back injury. That's my excuse anyway. But I'm on the Peloton ride, and sometimes the instructors give really inspiring words of wisdom. And I was doing it just a stretch today after my exercise, and I think it was the instructor Ben who said, "Yes, you want to make sure that at the end of your life we're able to say, yep, I did good. I had a good ride. I did my best. I kept my chin up. All the things." That's what we want, right? That's what we want. So here's another song of hope. This one is Over the Rainbow. That one is also from my album Love Story, Don't Dream It's Over. And wouldn't you know, that album came out a month before the COVID pandemic. How perfect that I recorded Don't Dream It's Over. I think we played that song a lot during the pandemic as a song of hope. If you're just joining us now, welcome. It's season 5, episode number 2 of Robin's Piano Bar. This is number 237 overall.
If you missed us last week, it's because we weren't here.
We weren't here. So we were in New York City.
What were we doing, Robin?
Oh, my gosh. We were at the conference we love to hate. It's a fabulous conference, but it always is exhausting and just beats us up. It's a conference called APAP, the Association of Performing Arts Professionals. And thousands gather in New York City to discuss.
The amateurs come too, but it's a whole nother story.
It's supposed to be professionals, but thousands gather. Well, I think the amateurs come because they're aspiring, Larry.
Right.
To become professionals.
Right.
Don't knock that. We mentor plenty of people who we're trying to lift up as well.
So the hope from last week is that I will be working to bring Robin to your community live and in person soon.
But I could tell by your voice, Larry, it's just not easy, is it?
It's not.
It's not as easy as it sounds. Sometimes people say, hey, why don't you come and play in, my town, USA? And I say, I would love to. I need someone to invite me.
Right.
Right? That's how it works.
That's right. Big shout out.
That being said, Larry, you've done a stellar job because next month we begin an 11-city tour.
11 cities.
Which I've posted. All of those dates and information are now live, and the tickets are available. robinspielberg.com/concerts. I also posted them on my Facebook page. I'm Robin Spielberg Music on Facebook. So please see if I'm coming anywhere near you. And I would love for you to come.
Stephen Goldberg wants to know if the conference is held at the Javits Center. No, it's not at the Javits Center.
Not quite that big.
It's held at the New York Hilton.
Right in Midtown. And it's a very large exhibit hall. It's 3 full floors of exhibit halls of agents and managers selling people, selling artists, selling acts. And so we had lots of meetings. Larry especially, he was a rock star. He had like a meeting every 15 minutes. You might remember that last year at this time, someone had come into our exhibit booth inquiring about the orchestra project By Way of the Wind, which wasn't even out yet. I'd only done 2 pieces. And he booked that orchestra project. He booked that debut that happened just a couple months ago in Texas. So you never quite know, which is the theme to tonight's program. Do not lose faith. Do not give up. All right? This is an original song about that very thing. And this is called Saving the Irises. I've had a lot of questions over the years about this title. Why do irises need saving? Are they endangered? No, they are not. Is it about taking irises and saving them, saving the rhizomes for another time? No, it is not. This piece of music was inspired by someone's dedication and purpose. I saw a gardener working furiously in the Presbyterian Memorial Iris Gardens.
She was the executive director at the time.
The executive director. It was right before a storm, and she was working furiously to save the iris blooms, which are quite large and heavy. There was hail and a huge storm on the way that was going to obliterate the gardens. And so she was out there staking the flowers. There were literally thousands of them. And there she was, doing them one at a time. I knew she wasn't going to get to all of them. She knew that too. She was not going to complete the work, but she was doing the work. I was very inspired by that. And P.S., the storm passed over. the gardens were just fine. I composed this piece. It's about being like that gardener, so dedicated and feeling you must do something to improve a situation. You must. That's called a calling, having a calling. And it's a gift when you have it. So here we are. Was Saving the Irises, and you can find that one on my album Dreaming of Summer. Adam, if you're still here, thanks for your kind comments on YouTube. Just saw them. Glad you're watching. Hope you're feeling good and positive. That's one good thing about our minds. We can change them. That's right. I heard someone say the other day, I shared this with Larry, when you're feeling angry, and you're stirring that, it doesn't do any good. Like, it's not helpful. It just increases your stress level and makes you excrete a hormone, cortisol, and that's not good for you. But if you turn that around and you just are fed up or disgusted instead of angry, that's better. It brings it down. I always found myself angry about something before, and I went, oh, forget it. I'm just fed up. I'm just disgusted. And it felt a little bit better. So let's see. Fran Courier, you're going to be happy. You probably thought I forgot all about this, but I was waiting for the right live stream where your request on the request page would fit into a theme. This is your request from months ago. You asked me to play theme from A Summer Place, from the film A Summer Place. This is from 1959. It's a beautiful song. I was really happy to learn it. So I bought the sheet music and learned it for you. If you're wondering where to leave your request, don't do it here. Do it on my Robin Spielberg fan page. You can find that on Facebook. Just look in the search bar on Facebook, Robin Spielberg fans. And there's a thread there. And if there's something you want to hear on a future live stream, I'll do my best to fit it in. All right?
And if you're not on Facebook, because there are people
yes.
like Allison who got hacked, so she's not on Facebook. Mm-hmm. So we do have people who are not on Facebook for one reason or another, but are still watching the live stream. You can always go to Robin's web page, robinspielberg.com.
And email me through there.
And email through there.
Sure.
And just send her a quick note and tell us your request. We can't guarantee.
I do my best to accommodate all of the requests.
Yeah.
I remember, Larry, back in the day, going into the store, New York City. I don't know if any of you have frequented this store. Let me know if you have. Carl Fisher Music, right? Used to be on Astor Place, right near the Public Theater in New York City. It's huge. And I was a broke college student, moonlighting as a pianist in piano player at that time in piano bars.
Not Baroque, as in the time frame, but just broke.
Yeah, not Baroque music, just broke, no money. And I had to learn a lot of music, so I used to go into that store and read the music, go in there and read. They had so much. And try to remember as much as I could. The reason I'm telling you this is that I used to go in there and was so overwhelmed by the amount of music available. I sometimes felt this overwhelming feeling of sadness because I realized I would never be able to play all the books, all the songbooks, all the music written. Just like you'll never be able to read all the books in the library. It's a little overwhelming.
You're getting close with the number of live streams we've done.
I'm going to keep going, close. But yeah, I'll never get to infinity and beyond, right? But here we go. This is theme from A Summer Place. I'm sorry, I digressed there. Wondering how that fits into tonight's theme from A Summer Place, is there's a summer place where it may rain or storm, yet I'm safe and warm within. And later on, it's anywhere where two people share their hopes and all their dreams and all their love. So, song of hope and dreams, right? Kind of goes with tonight's theme. Happy to learn that one. And of course, got to play this one. Sammy Cahn, Jamie Van Heusen wrote this one, 1959 also, same year. I laugh about that song a lot because don't tell the ant that he can't move the rubber tree plant. He's got high hopes. I often think I can do a lot of things that I can't. Yeah.
Wasn't that song used in a iced tea commercial or something like that?
I remember Brooke
Lipton
Shields
iced
and
tea.
Bob Hope singing it on a comedy special. I don't remember. But yeah, high hopes.
It kind of is part of the vernacular, right? It's
Yeah,
it's really embedded in
definitely.
the U.S. psyche.
It definitely. Don't tell the ant can't move that rubber tree plant. He's got high hopes. Apparently, my mother said my first sentence, and it was not grammatically correct, but my first sentence was, let me do, which I think pretty much encapsulates my entire mentality. Don't help me. I want to do it. Let me do it. And often, I need help. I can't do it. There'll be like heavy, big bags of mulch. I don't know what I think. I think I can lift all that and move it all. And
You were doing this the other day, just moving something. I'm like, what are you doing?
Oh, yeah. I moved 2 filing cabinets from that room to that room. And Larry's like, why didn't you wait for me? Why did you do that by yourself? And I did not have an answer except because I wanted to do it myself. Like no real answer that made a lot of sense.
Okay, then.
Yeah, that happens quite a bit. He goes out of town. I rearrange the furniture.
Lots of things happen.
I tried to move the piano by myself.
I'm not
I've
going
done
out of
that.
town a whole lot without you going forward here.
Pardon?
I said I'm not going out of town a whole lot without you moving forward
that's
here
good,
for the rest of the year. I don't think I have any.
That's good because I often have this urge to like lift things and move things, and I don't know what's happening. All right. Anyone else out there? I think it might be the time of year. I'm inside. I'm not gardening.
So
Although I'm thinking about gardening a lot.
Since we're talking about this time of year, I'm just going to say it. I think you know this.
What?
I am currently counting down the days to the time change when we change back to daylight saving.
So you could do what, Lair?
Because the January, February is really the worst part of the year for me because I can't ride my bike outside. I mean, I've actually considered
That's all he wants to do.
I've considered studs for my bicycle tires. They do sell them, studded bicycle tires for riding in the snow.
No, don't ride in the snow. Don't ride in the snow. I know people do it.
Can't wait to be outside. I mean, the bike that takes me nowhere
Karen
doesn't really do
understands
anything
you
for
get
me.
back pain that way. It's true. I've hurt my back doing stupid things. One of my goals for this year is not to do the stupid things and to ask for help when I need it.
Listen to your friend Allison, who says she just posted.
What'd she say?
She said, "You better watch your back, biker
I know.
friend."
I know. No, I already had that ridiculous injury, and that I think I better have learned my lesson.
Allison, you know exactly what we are looking forward to.
She is smart. So here's a great song of hope. Don't give up. Right, based on the Romeo and Juliet story from West Side Story, the piece Somewhere, which I recorded on my album Give My Regards to Broadway. When Larry and I were in New York last week, we went on the TKTS line for half-price tickets to see whatever. And we saw the musical and Juliet. It's a jukebox musical. So I have to say that right up front. It's not an original songs. They use popular songs that are woven within the story. So they're funny when they come up because they make sense in the story and they're popular. And so and Juliet, which is spelled with an ampersand, Juliet, is a reinvention of Romeo and Juliet, assuming what if Shakespeare rewrote the story and Juliet lives. And it's modern and quirky and kind of fun.
And I can only imagine the amount of RPMs that Shakespeare's doing in his grave right now over that show.
I don't know, Larry. I think Shakespeare might have had a sense of humor based on all the things that he has written. Hopefully, a sense of humor about it. So here we go. This is Somewhere. Both from musicals, Somewhere from West Side Story and Don't Cry for Me, Argentina. Eva Perón, she did not give up. And that is why that song is in tonight's live stream, which is all about not giving up, persevering, keep going. Actually, I could say this one's now from a musical too because it was in & Juliet. It really made me laugh when they started singing this song in the middle of Romeo and Juliet story because it was just funny the way it was inserted into the musical. This is one that Celine Dion made famous. I'm not sure I played it on the stream before. Have I, Larry?
You have not.
I have not, he says. This is 1999. Words and music by Max Martin. Figures. That's why it's in G sharp. You heard me say that before? I said, why did anyone write something in G sharp? Not following. We love a challenge. So this
Did I hear somewhere that Celine is ill again and she's not?
Been ill.
Yeah,
she can't sing.
I think that she had to shut down her show in
Yeah,
Las
she
Vegas.
did. She did. What a beautiful singer, and it's really unfortunate. She's got a very unusual illness. This is a song, though, that she made famous. It's called That's the Way It Is, right? And it says, not to lose hope. Not to lose hope. Don't give up on your faith. Love comes to those who believe it. And that's the way it is. So you must believe in love. Don't give up on your faith. Love comes to those who believe it. And that's the way it is. That's a great song. I'm really glad I learned it for the live stream. I hope you enjoyed it. Looks like Fran did. Thank you. I'm glad you're watching, and thank you for that. I'm going now to play an original, and this is another song of hope, a song about not giving up, and it is called In My Dreams, and I recorded this one on my album, Another Time, Another Place.
It wasn't on the edge of a dream, huh? It was another time? Okay.
Another Time, Another Place,
See, even I get
2015,
confused.
and I dedicated this to my good friend Brett, who at the time was going through cancer and cancer treatment. And I said to him, in my dreams, all your treatment would be over in the time that it takes for me to play this tune, right? Maybe that dream will come true one day. Maybe treatment will be that quick. We can only hope. Until then, here's the song, In My Dreams. That was In My Dreams. I recorded that for my album, Another Time, Another Place. And continuing on the Don't Give Up theme, Season 5, Episode 2 continues here with a song was made popular by the singer Avril Lavigne, and it's called Keep Holding On. And she composed that with Lucas Gottwald. And let's see, 2006 was the year. You might have heard this a lot on the radio. Keep holding there on. I'll be there for you. I'll be there for you. I'm going to go right into another one after that. Let's see what's after it. Yes, Carly Simon's Coming Around Again. That's a great song of hope and not giving up, right? Let's do those together. My favorite line in that song is, "Don't mind if I fall apart. There's more room in a broken heart." That's pretty great.
So, Rob,
Yes.
coming around again, we get to announce that we're coming around again next weekend. We'll be here next Friday night.
I
2
love that
weeks in a
segue,
row.
Larry. Brilliant. We
Yep.
will be here 2 weeks in a row. Amazing.
Amazing.
Larry, so my first show, it's in Reston, right? That's the first show?
Yes, but it's not for 3 weeks, I think. So, yeah,
Yes.
So we actually
we'll
are
see
here.
you in Reston, Virginia in February. That's the first show of the season.
Believe so.
I'm also coming to Sarasota, Florida, Palmdale, California, Rockville, Maryland, Fallon, Nevada. What am I missing?
That's a lot of places. Palmdale, California.
I said that one. Which one did I miss, though? Elmira, Ohio.
Elyria.
Elyria.
Yeah, just outside Cleveland.
Fairfield, Ohio,
Fairfield, Ohio.
Miss anything?
I don't know, but if we miss something and you want to check the full schedule, robinspielberg.com.
/concerts.
How about that?
Yes, we've got a few minutes left here. And here's a song of hope. When I fall in love, it'll be forever. So someone who's waiting to fall in love, it'll come around. If you listen to the lyrics of the other songs, like That's the Way It Is. Love comes to those who believe it. And that's the way it is. This is When I Fall in Love.
It also comes to those who use the apps, but that's a whole nother story.
Those who what?
Use the dating apps.
Brenda, that was your wedding song. I'm glad I played it. And it looks like it had a lot of meaning for Karen as well. It really makes me happy when songs that are here on Piano Bar mean something to you. I'm hoping that they do. They all mean something to me, so I'm happy to hear it. Thanks for the comments. Really much appreciated. I hope you noticed that Victoria here is in fine form. She was just tuned yesterday after a few weeks of neglect and going flat from the dry weather. I've got a few more tonight. This is the bad advice song of Don't Cry Out Loud. But for the purpose of tonight's live stream, it's about keeping your chin up and not giving up, as in a line with our theme. That's what friends are for. Keep smiling, keep shining, knowing you can always count on me. That's for sure. That's what friends are for. Definitely. You're feeling down, reach out to someone. Make a phone call. Reach out. Larry's reaching out right now to me from a few feet away. Well, more than a few. How many feet away do you think we are? 100? Are we 100 feet away? We're not 100 feet away.
No, I don't think I'm ever 100 feet away from you. Ever.
That's too far. I would then get separation anxiety. So I was going to go to the grocery store, but I didn't want to go without you. You were going to go to the grocery store, but you didn't feel like it, so no one went.
That's what tomorrow
and, there
is
was
for.
There was a time when I went to the grocery store by myself.
There was a time. You don't do it at all.
Years of going by myself. And I guess since the pandemic, we just don't do that anymore. We just go on all our errands together, and we're weird. We make all our doctor's appointments the same day.
Not all.
We go together.
I have more doctors than you now for some reason. I don't know how that happened.
Yeah, go take care of that, Lair.
I have more. I'm trying.
You are. I'm going to leave you with my favorite song of Don't Give Up and Hope. This is Dream, Johnny Mercer's Dream. We will be back next week streaming on all 5 platforms Friday night. Thank you for watching, tuning in, for your kind comments, for your fun emojis, for hitting the tip jar. Much, much appreciated. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Have a wonderful week. Be kind. Take care of yourselves and one another. And enjoy this last one. This is Dream.
All right. Thanks, everyone, for joining us. We do really appreciate all your well wishes. And we'll see you next Friday night. Sasha, guess whose turn it is? It's yours.